Wow, that's missed the lot.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be one run here for them.
India get started with one. I'm extremely excited to see how this match progresses. Two sides that are really aggressive.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Misses everything.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Wait!
Gave them very little in that over. One run added. India are none for one. Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
They'll get at least one. Can't get that outside the ring field.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place. A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
No!
And with that, they're off the mark.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Great shot through the gap.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Hazelwood from the south end. Doesn't beat the infield. Massive chance.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though. Confused on what that delivery was meant to be. Terrible bowling. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
Finch, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Great shot. At least one on offer.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
super piece of timing.
Too much width and it gives a free swing of the arms through the line of the ball. It's been given the full treatment.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, a roundabout off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield. Comfortable single if they take it.
They decided against a run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They would have made it comfortably.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Could be close.
Sharma shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Solid defence, very compact.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Beaten on the drive.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Yep. Yep.
Well placed, should get a single. End of the over. India are none for 32.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Steered away nicely, let the ball do all the work for them. Nicely played for 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Drives and misses everything.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Nice ball.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. A couple on offer here.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards 3rd.
No.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
7 runs added in that over. India are none for 39.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
You can't say how important that dive was. Scrambled the run and just made it. Cummins with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
Yeah.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Good ball.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Good ball.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
That's got to hurt. Misjudged that one.
Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
We've reached the end of the fielding restrictions. There'll be changes to the field, I imagine. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it'd be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep. Bowler.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field. This should be close.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
3 runs added in that over. India are 1 for 46.
Oh, right ball.
Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Cummins has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
It didn't push hard enough, maybe, between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for two. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on.
Wait on.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Waiting. No.
Thought about a single, decided against it, and probably for the better.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Marsh, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Yep.
Middle that one, great timing.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Nice solid defensive shot.
Yep. Yep.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Stark coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Wait on.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for four.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Straight to the fielder.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Misjudged that throw and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
Chance to run two.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Power and precision in that shot.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
10 runs added there. India are 2 for 99.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the wicketkeeper. No more short balls this over.
Misses everything.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 1. This could be trouble.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display. Very solid. I think this is just the start.
Yep.
Bit of a mix-up, but no harm done this time.
Yep.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Gone! Brilliant in the field.
An innings that promised much, and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Yep.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat the infield.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Gone! Played all around it.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. immediately underway with some runs.
4 runs added there. India are 5 for 111.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Really good shot there.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Right there.
Perfect technique and placement. Great shot. At least one on offer. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Quick onto that in the infield. Could that be out? Looks so.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. Zampa into the attack now from the south end.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Yep.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. Whipped away nicely through the leg side. Elegant as ever and picking up good runs.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Wait on.
Zampa ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Marsh from the north end.
Yep.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Marsh with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Wait on.
Chance.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
That's the over. India are 7 for 124. Cummins coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice. Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Not a great delivery, got it full, and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Cummins has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
Waiting. Yep. Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Nice shot.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground, over the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
Finch, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
End of the over. India are 7 for 151.
Wait on.
Couldn't get it through the field. Could be close.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep. Yep.
Keeper!
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs. I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
They'll want to make use of the extra delivery.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep. Go!
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
End of the over. 4 off it. India are 7 for 155. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Super shot.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Right off the middle of the bat.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Precision, past the umpire and not likely to get cut off.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke-making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Yep.
Edged it. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. There's a challenge. Not sure what good it'll do. Looks unlikely it'll be overturned.
How close is that? Could be the wicket.
Clear edge, and the replay confirms it. Third umpire didn't need much time for that decision.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble.
Good ball.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yeah. No.
There'll be one run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Australia found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. And that's the end of the innings. Australia have been set a target of 176 runs. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Yep. Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
Finch comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yeah.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Brilliant diving stop.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Wait.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yes.
It's wide, and they're all over it. Brilliant square drive. Flies away to the boundary. I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yes.
They'll get at least one. Seven runs added in that over. Australia are none for 7. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Big edge.
Keeper.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Finch is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Play.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Misses everything. Loud shout.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
10 runs added there. Australia are none for 17.
Yes.
Huge edge. Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Massive edge. Strong appeal. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yeah.
Edge. What a ball.
Oh, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yes.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. Edge, unplayable.
Finch shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. Australia are none for 27.
Yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Yep.
4 runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Wait.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Hold on.
Over. Australia are none for 40.
None for 40.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yeah.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat, simple execution and back past the bowler.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Finch shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Thick edge. Big appeal.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Australia are none for 47.